39 minutes to kick off, and the Chelsea players, in fact, making their last preparations in the dressing room for this game against Sheffield United. And while they're preparing there, their goalkeeper, Peter Bonetti, going through a rather spectacular warm-up sequence. That was showing off.
I tried to come away, I was going to do it in there, but you weren't in it, so I came away.
Pete, does it feel a bit like old times now?
With all you lot following us, Brian, yes, definitely. No, it's obviously, the atmosphere's there because I've obviously been so close to promotion.
Does it affect you the way it used to all those years ago? I mean, do you feel more relaxed about it now?
You so much. I find it sort of relaxing. I think a lot of lads, although pressures might be on them, I think you'll find that they do feel a lot more relaxed than people sort of give them credit for.
Yes. It's the likes of us that put the pressure on you, I suppose.
I think so. I think you're sort of not doing the normal thing which you're doing weekly, because obviously there are more people around, the cameras are around, and this is what makes you think that it's that much more important a game.
Well used to there. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chelsea manager Eddie McCready, with the use of a blackboard, still plotting the downfall of Sheffield United. Steve Wicks is the blonde-haired defender. With his back to you, number 9 is Steve Finiston.
Butch, yes, sir. Just a minute.
And he calls in his skipper, Ray Wilkins.
Just send it to these two there, like, and I'll fill a chip into that for kid. If Jock normally goes for it, if they're on the ball, you know, Stevie might make a run first, you understand? You take maybe a couple with you. Because he'll be looking for you, you understand? So if you go first, like, you know, just to wait a bit and Joe, you come in at the back of him.
We seem to get in there too early anyway, don't we?
Yeah, well, I think that you saying we're getting there too early, but I think we're too far in there to start with.
Now the clock has moved on to 24 minutes to 3, 24 minutes to the kick-off. It's a good time for you to have come into the side, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 games left, yeah. But as long as we win today, get them 2 points.
Score a goal one these days.
As he said, I'll score a goal one of these days.
Haven't got one yet, have you?
No, not yet. Due one. I hope it's today. 7 after. Yeah, that's right.
Now the linesman comes in, of course, with 10 minutes or so to go to kick off to inspect the studs. The Chelsea chairman, Brian Mears, is already there to send his good wishes there to all the players. Talk with skipper Ray Wilkins again. But now it's the time for the last-minute reminders, the last-minute geeing up by manager Eddie McCready to his championship chasing side.
And particularly they're offside. And at times they come all the way up to the halfway line, lots of times. You've done a little bit during the week with Ron, so that means that the guys at the back, Johnny Sparrow, understand, Gary Locke, midfield people, get over there, you understand? As soon as they come out, I want an early ball in there, understand? If it's on, an early ball, and we won't be running from deep. So it's important you 3 guys, Ian, Jock, Tommy Langley, get your bums out of there, you understand? As soon as they move bricks down and you see them up, get out there, don't be caught out, okay? And I want people running in there, understand? You will cash in a little bit in that. So I've got nothing else to say to you, except to go out and hold on, relax, now bloody relax. Okay, do your stuff, push it about, and you'll get a victory, okay?
All best troops coming in, let's go, best lads. Good luck. All best lads, all best fellas. All very best fellas. Let's go, lads, come on. Let's go. Go on, Langers, I'll finish it today.
Now let's take a team check. First of all, Chelsea, unchanged side, which means that Charlie Cook continues at 4, Tommy Langley at 11, fresh faces to give the side that final impetus in the promotion race. And the substitute is Clive Walker, a 19-year-old from Oxford. As for Sheffield United, a side going through a transitional period now without Alan Woodward at 7, 4 teenagers though, Kenworthy, Stainrod, Edwards and Hampson, a club that's looking more to the future than anything else, comfortably placed in mid-table, but they include in their side Ian Hamilton, who used to play for Chelsea. Here's Tom Reynolds, the referee from Wiltshire, and now we wait for the start. And Sheffield United kick off in the red and white striped shirts and black shorts, attacking the goal to our left. Chelsea in their familiar all-blue strip. But here's Chico Hamilton straight away, but Gary Locke in quickly at the expense of a free kick to Sheffield United, a team that came down from the First Division last season and have settled in a mid-table position. In fact, he's given a corner. And Colin Franks, skipper for the day, former Watford player, up for this one. Deep corner, Divin Dreep there towards Finiston. And now it's with John Sparrow, all left foot. And a pass that comes straight through to the number 6, Tony Kenworthy. Calvert. Hanson on the far side. Here's Edwards. Nice little chip by him, and they were so close there. What a lovely run there, though. By Calvert by Edwards rather, for Sheffield United, and Chelsea so lucky indeed not to concede a goal there. Tommy Langley. Franks had gone there shadowing him, but in the end it was the number 6 Kenworthy who got it away for Sheffield United. Tony Kenworthy in the England youth squad to play in the Little World Cup in Belgium in a month's time. Long throw there by Sparrow. Wicks is there with a back header. Well, it's a ploy Chelsea use often with John Sparrow in their side and Steve Wicks going up for those sort of set pieces. Sparrow's throws almost as good as free kicks. Jim Brown, their Scottish goalkeeper. Sure, he was first. Langley's backward header to Liverley and Britain. Finiston gone roaring through the middle, but the ball found Wilkins instead. A beautiful ball by him to Sparrow. And a good piece of decisive defence again by Colin Franks for Sheffield United. Wilkins. Former Fulham player John Cutbush went to Bramall Lane on loan and has now signed a contract with Sheffield United, a Fulham player of some standing for some years. Now here's Sparrow with another long throw. Slightly lower trajectory that time, and it went a long way and it'll come to Finiston. There's a shot, but knocked down there. Chelsea claim a penalty. And again it was the long throw, and it was Finiston's shot charged down. Here's Lewington. Played in again. Brown in trouble. My goodness, he completely misjudged that one. From Ray Lewington, a shot that had Brown puzzled. He was off his line a little too far, and in the end he had just to paw it away. Now Sparrow. Franks. Chelsea with one at home and one away after this. The away game at Wolverhampton and at home against Hull. Good throw again by Sparrow. Here's Finiston, but he's beaten by Garner, but Garner might have half lost him. It's come for Langley. But Garner repairing that damage, well, partially so. This time it's with Lewington. Wilkins turning it on for Lewington. Oh, and a great piece of goalkeeping.
Chelsea. Really first division quality there. But a superb piece of keeping as Lewington went in by Jim Brown. So another corner for Chelsea. Curled in once more. And again, Brown looking more than a little suspect on those long curling corners. He's shaking his head as 2 or 3 he's had a go for, and 2 or 3 he just hasn't got to. Chelsea badly wanting an early goal to settle their nerves just a little bit. Wicks with the header. Oh, they've got it! And what a goal it was by Langley! Well, that was a marvellous goal. The joy there of the young man and of the many thousands of fans there from Chelsea. Wicks winning that ball decisively in the air again, and he turned on it like a flash, did Langley. Past Brown into the back of the net. Chelsea 1, Sheffield United 0, 15 minutes gone. And Tommy Langley was telling us in the dressing room before the game that he hasn't scored yet, and he would love to do it today, has done just that. Harris beaten in the air. Lock. Minutes gone, Chelsea 1-0. Now Finiston whacking that ball in early again, and again Langley was on the end of it looking for something, but now it's with Lewington. Deflected and into the goal. That's another one. Well, Jim Brown pulls the ball out of the net for the second time. Chelsea celebrate for the second time. And Ray Lewington hit that ball well, but it certainly deflected on the way beyond Jim Brown. Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0, 22 minutes gone. Well, the people who don't normally get on the score sheet are getting on it now. We've already seen Tommy Langley score his first goal, and that's only the second of the season for Ray Lewington. Gary Locke now back to Bonetti. Well, great relief too, I would have thought, for everybody in the Chelsea camp, including Eddie McCready and Ron Stewart in the dark glasses at the back there, manager and assistant manager. Oh, Kenworthy's put him in trouble. Langley's got it through, and it's just a yard wide. Well, they're a young side, Sheffield United, and they are under enormous pressure at the moment. A bad mistake by young Tony Kenworthy, still a youth. And Langley was not much older, just nicked it over the goalkeeper's head, but it was a yard wide. Well, a bit of relief there for Brian Mears on the left, the Chelsea chairman, with the president of the Football League, Lord Westwood, on the right. Stainrod. Wilkins. Again, they want to time their runs well, and again, they've not quite done it, and Britain is caught offside again. No goal. Full count. Flag beat them again. Edwards. Oh, good shot by him, and oh my goodness, Bonetti just saved that from Stainrod. And Chelsea can thank Bonetti there as the ball goes to the other end of the field. A beautiful piece of play though by young Keith Edwards, who scored 11 goals in the last 9 games, and you can see why. A good save by Bonetti, and a very brave one as Stainrod tried to put in the rebound. Finiston. Now can not get to that one before Kenworthy. Oh, it's a throw again to Chelsea. I wonder if they'll call Sparrow over. Yes, he's already beginning to move that way. But whether, yes, Gary Locke and Charlie Cook between them leaving it for Sparrow. Wicks has gone to the near post. Maybe that means it'll be a slightly lower trajectory than usual. There's the throw. Yes, it is a lower one. And it's gone a long way in there. And in the end, Frank still hasn't got it away. It's anybody's ball now. Now, Charlie Cook chipping it back again and knocked off line. Well, that was a lovely piece of football there and a lovely piece of thinking by Charlie Cook, lobbing that ball in there, and young Tony Kenworthy nodding it off the Sheffield United line. Now Britain. And Kenworthy, couldn't risk the back pass because Finiston was in between him and the goalkeeper. Did the only sensible thing. Number 6 then is Kenworthy, the number 10 is Harrison, both teenagers in the Sheffield United side. Little chip in there by Britton, cut push, getting it only as far as Britton, to Wilkins. Britton now on the far side. Played in nicely for Harris, of all people, who's come in there, and he very nearly found Tommy Langley. So here comes another Chelsea corner. Wicks, mighty jump. And that's not away yet. Harris is right in there. A backward header. Finished and fist away. Kind of behind in the end for the corner. Well, a tremendous leap there by Finiston. And Brown somehow got it away. And they put it behind before Chelsea could get in the game. But the whistle had gone, and it's a free kick. There's a bit of needle there, I think, between Locke and Hamilton. Garner. Edwards. Steinrod right in there, but Harris doing the job again there for Chelsea, right at the back. Wilkins. Oh, he said good after that one to Finiston, and look what Finiston's done. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, but what a move that, and what a pass that was by Wilkins, all of 45 yards, and Finiston showing aggression and great determination in his running, but he couldn't quite get a powerful enough shot in. Into injury time now at the end of the first half. Chelsea 2 up and looking for another one. No, they won't get it before half-time as Tom Reynolds blows on half-time whistle. Eddie McCreasy goes back to the Chelsea dressing room that we saw before the start today. Chelsea 2 goals to the good. The first one, a beautiful shot there by Tommy Langley. How much he's matured in the last couple of years since he came into the side as a 16-year-old in the First Division. And the second one coming from Ray Lewington to put Chelsea very comfortably placed against this young Sheffield United side. It's got a lot of battling to do to get back into this game. Chelsea getting closer and closer to the First Division. And a lot more to come on the big match for you to enjoy this afternoon. A half-time score then at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0. We'll be right back with that second half. Welcome back to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea now attacking the goal to our left, already 2 goals to the good. Sparrow's long ball towards Finiston, headed away by Franks. Here's Wilkins. Well, a victory today. If the other results at the top go Chelsea's way, that means involving Nottingham Forest and Notts County. And Chelsea could virtually be assured of a place in the First Division next season. Kenworthy. Sparrow. And now Wilkins. Britain made a great run down to the right, and look at Langley again. What a corner. But he showed so much aggression there, and it's easy to see now why manager Eddie McCready felt that the inclusion of Tommy Langley a couple of weeks ago would give Chelsea that extra little bit of drive that they wanted towards the First Division. In fact, he's plotted very well. He's the changes he's made, bringing in Charlie Cook to calm things down and Tommy Langley to warm things up, has worked so well for Chelsea. Here's Wilkins. Now, what a shot that is! Oh, and a goal! Oh, my word, what a goal! Well, Wilkins has run the length of the field and he's kicked the ball to the other end of the field, because I don't think he can really believe that that ball hit the back of the net. And one thing is absolutely for sure, Jim Brown in the Sheffield United goal couldn't understand it. He just stood there absolutely bemused. A tremendous volley there by Ray Wilkins. And what about that for a shot? 3-0. Well, a remarkable goal and a great afternoon for Chelsea now. 3-0 to the good. Calvert with the shot. Goal kick to Chelsea. Well, that's his 8th goal of the season, and I would venture to suggest that's the most spectacular. But he's been a tremendous influence on this Chelsea side this season. He's coaxed them towards the First Division right through this season. And if he'd only scored that a fortnight ago, he would have been a candidate for the Golden Goals. Cook. What a good ball! Langley right through. Is this number 4? No, it's not. Well, it might be yet, as Wilkins lashes it in there. What a great ball by Cook. And Langley was onto it. It looked odds on him trying a shot there, but he thought he would try and get round Jim Brown. Brown charged it down, and Wilkins whacked it over. Nice back heel there for Cook. Britain. Wilkins. Oh, good ball by Wilkins. Here's Finiston. And some great goalkeeping again by Jim Brown. And he caught something way up in the face there, I would imagine. But certainly it was a lovely ball by Ray Wilkins that put Finiston through, and another very good save indeed by this Scottish international goalkeeper, Jim Brown. They pulled a lot of their back four forward then, did Sheffield United, but one of them stayed back, and there's Britain. Oh, and another good save. If Britain can get there again, he's knocked it back over his head. Oh, and Langley was right in there, getting mixed up with Finiston. And when on 2 occasions it seemed that Chelsea must get their 4th goal, on both occasions Sheffield United escaped. First a good save by Jim Brown from Ian Britton's header. Then an amazing mix-up there between Langley and Finiston. And no goal resulting. Lewington. Wilkins. And now Harris. Langley right in there. Finiston. That's 4. Jim Brown beaten at last again, and he's made some great saves. Finiston, who's been trying for all he's worth, at last has added number 23 to his list this season. And Tommy Langley a big part in that, giving Finiston the chance to nick in there and put it wide of Jim Brown to bring the score now to Chelsea 4, Sheffield United 0. And Finiston at the moment, well, when you're winning it doesn't hurt quite so much. And there's no chance of him going off. Well, it looks as though Chelsea are on their way to the First Division now. And you've got to admit that they're doing it in style. And the crowd they go into the First Division, and that would mean maybe a little more breathing space for Chairman Brian Mears on the left there. Eddie McCready down there at the mouth of the tunnel now. His job for the season is almost complete. Well, we're in injury time. Cutbush. Britain taking it to the corner flag, surely not to waste time. He's given away a corner, in fact. Well, the whistle's gone. Chelsea have won. They've done their bit on the day. Now all they've got to do is to wait and to see what the results are elsewhere. Crowds onto the pitch to greet this young side that's been growing up and now looks as though it's growing into a First Division side. Some of the old hands like Ron Harris there, I would have thought a nice warm glow inside to know that they've seen the club back to where so many people believe they rightly belong. So there are scenes of joy while people wait to see what the results are elsewhere. And their goals from Langley, Lewington, Wilkins, a miraculous one, and Finiston. 4-0 for Chelsea.
Well played, lads. Well played, bud. Well done, Tommy. Well played, chap. Done it, chap. Well done, fellas. Well, that was a magnificent performance. Well done, chappies. Great win. No special names. Tremendous team performance. I think very well led by your skipper of the day. And very well done. Yeah. Well done, Butch. Well done. Have a great chappies. Great game. Yes, we are. I don't know. Good.